Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Making Music. This is Aaron from Aaroma Pixel Studio, and thank you so much for joining me. This is FL version 24.1, I think so, and I'm enjoying recording vocals in FL Studio. It is being a saying that you cannot record in FL Studio. But right now, I am testifying of enjoying recording and mixing in FL Studio. I just want to show you a sneak peek of what it is, to record and mix your vocals in FL Studio. I hope that you enjoy. Next time, I'm going to be making a video tutorial on how you can record and mix your vocals. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, let me just show you that my instrumental, let me say my beat, is right here. So you can see that I have made a group and grouped all the instrument. These are the instrument that I'm using. Okay, you can see this is my pattern, and it begins like this. Just listen to it. So the first thing, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm gonna show you is you can see here is my kick right here. Let me just put this on. Okay. So I'm going to my mixer right here, and let me show you the kick and the bass. The first trick that I do when it comes to starting mixing and FL Studio when it comes to instruments. So this is my kick. Let me just solo it. Okay. So here is my kick and my bass. So if you can hear very carefully, what is happening here is that since we have the kick that is hitting and we have got some of the notes of the bass kicking on the same note, and what I've done is I don't want the bass, to disturb my kick. So the solution to this is side chaining. There are several ways you can side chain in FL Studio. But let me show you what I've done. So here is my kick track. You can see that I have routed this kick to my bass right here. And on the bass channel, you can see that I have added this fruity limiter. What I want to use here is a compressor, okay, so that we can compress, okay, we can determine how much we want the bass when the kick hits. Okay, so this is where the secret is. So you can use pretty much any compressor, so to say. I've used this one, the FL limiter. It's a stock plugin. It comes with FL Studio. Okay, so it's a nice one. It's a very good and so powerful. Thank you so much, FL Studio. Fruity Loops. Okay, so nice. So here we don't want to use limiter. We are using the compressor right here. And you can see that on this side chain, I have put my kick right here because it is the kick that has been rotated. So this guy is going to recognize something that is rotated. Okay, so if you didn't root, or let me say route, so to say, we say differently, route. If I didn't route that kick to the bass, I cannot see this option. I cannot see the kick right from this. So what is happening here is that when the kick hits, what we want is the bass has to be ducked. You know, the word ducked. The bass has to be ducked. The bass, I don't know how you pronounce it, but at the end of the day, it's a bass. So when the kick hits, doom, we don't want the bass to disturb the kick. So we want the bass to reduce a bit, okay? We want the bass to reduce a bit when the kick hits. So we use the trick of compression, okay? We use a compressor to duck, okay? So you have these settings right here. You've got the threshold. You've got, so importantly, attack and release. So these are the things that you need to look up to when setting this up, okay? So what you do right now is make sure that you listen to it. And the good part of the fruit limiter, it would show you the the visuals on what is happening. So the more you increase the threshold, that means you won't hear much compression, because we want to compress. That means we want to reduce the bass when the kick is hit. Okay, so the more you get down, the more you are, decreasing the bass when the kick hits. Okay, so you can see if I put it completely at negative 60 dB, sorry, you can see that. Let's just listen to it. So you can see what is happening. We are completely taking out, the bass when the kick hits. Okay, so what we do not want to completely take away the bass when the kick hits. What we want is, at least we should have the kick playing freely without the bass disturbing. And what we want is to make sure that we listen to it. So you are playing with this knob, using your ear, and make sure that you are getting the right thing. Okay, I think we're good to go right here. So this is the first thing that you need to look up to when it comes to mixing the bass and the kick. Of course, you can add a little more things to your kick and make sure that your kick sounds so wonderful. And this is the sound goodlizer that I have added right here. We can also add the compressor to the kick if we want. And it's so important, so we just make it hit so much. And the kick has to become so prominent in the in the mix. So that's it. So let's get to vocals a bit. I say I will get I'll make a video on the tutorial, but at the end of the day, I just want to show you. Let's bring this. I just want to show you some of the things. For example, this is my vocal.
Nasumi no kwangala twangala kwa chilolupwa. Nasumi no kwangala twangala kwa chilolupwa. Nango monso levalupwa. Nawana ndi. Nango montaluke koche fungo. Nawana lesa wandi. Nango monso levalupwa. Nawana ndi. Nango montaluke koche fungo. Nawana lesa wandi.
Okay, so just from right here, let me get this one, okay? Okay, so I want to show you the vocal chain for my this right here.
Kujale mwekuntu te Wambi chishin Wambi lufyengo kujale Kujale mwekuntu Twawa kunochi mofye na malilo ho Kujale
Alright, so this is my mixer. Now we get to the vocal. The other thing before I get to the vocal, just a little more tips when it comes to instrument mixing. Make sure that these hi-hats and these pianos and these things that doesn't need to have the low frequencies, you make sure that you add the EQ and remove the low frequencies so that we can find and we can have the good space for the bass and the kick. Okay, so that's exactly same to the kick. You just take away the high frequencies because you don't need the really high frequencies from the kick and from the bass. Okay, so here is my vocal bass. You can see that I've got some of the things here. The first thing is a fruity parametric equalizer. This is the stock plugin from FL Studio, and the other. Okay, let me just show you. I'll just be showing you. I'm not going to explain more on this. So just taking some rumbles, taking away the low frequencies because I don't need mostly of the low frequencies on my vocal, and you can see that it's doing a good job. Okay, the other thing is Silk vocal. This one is adding a bit of exciter to my vocal. It's a great plugin from Waves, and again I've got the compressor right here. You can see that I am making sure that the vocals are the same levels, taking down some of those high levels of my vocal just to make sure that they are on the same level, and that's what a compressor is doing. So that is determined by the threshold. Some other compressors, you can see that they have the threshold. This one has got the input, so this is the threshold, so to say. This is the input, and this is the some compressors. You see that this one is called the makeup gain. The makeup gain. So this most forgot that. Okay, so this one is different from other compressors because this one, the way you bring it down, that's the slow attack. You bring it up, that's more attack. So it's different from other compressors. Okay, so this is compressor, and this one is the Magma BB tubes. This one is a great one. It has got this beauty knob and the beast knob. Okay, so this beast knob, it is adding a bit of the distortion to a vocal, and this one is giving something like an exciter, giving it a light, a sweet sense to a vocal. And you can see you've got the sensitivity and everything that is there. Okay, so I've got again this one, the CLA Mix Hub. This one you can add a lot of plugins the more you want them. Okay, it's a very important plugin. You can use it to add more plugins inside. You can even have the whole vocal just it just mixed on this plugin. It's a very good one. Okay, so that's it. And then I've got this one. Okay, here I'm just it has got this is a space rider. It has got the chorus, delay, and reverb. You can see I'm just switching on a chorus. I just need a chorus, a bit of it, and I just put a bit of it. Okay, just put a bit of it, or 3 or 4, something like that. I don't want to have more of it. You can see if I increase, for example, let's say. So you can see. So I just want just a bit of it. Something you can hardly hear it. Okay, I've got the fab filter. This one is the de-esser. It is helping me, to reduce some. Okay, de-esser. You can see by the name de-esser. You can hear it. De-esser. It is de-essing. So those SS, bring them down. It's a good one.
Hey, tuko selection ni walupwa pamoja vandensu.
All right, so the other one is the Aravox. This is a compressor, and this is my vocal chain. Okay, if you comment on this video, I will give you this a preset for free. Okay, just comment I need the preset, then I'll give you it for free. I'll just give it to you. I'll give you the link. You download this. Okay. The other thing that I want to show you, ladies and gentlemen, my workflow in FL Studio is the way I add the reverb. You can see that this is the main vocal here.
Hey, tuko selection ni walupwa pamoja.
Okay, so what I do always is to make sure that I've got the track. Okay, I call it the send. Okay, FL is not going to tell you whether you want to make this whether this is a send track. You make it a send yourself. So yourself, you make it a send, whether you want to be the actual vocal track or you want to make it a send. What is important here is this is the track that I have added the reverb, and this is a reverb that I'm using here. I don't put reverb on the actual vocal. We don't want to make the actual vocal just swim on the reverb. We don't want that. We have to have the dry signals on its own, and we need to copy that dry signal to a reverb so that we can have the dry signals, and we just have to add the signal, the other signal with the with the reverb. Sorry. So by me routing this vocal track to this reverb, it means that I'm copying. Okay, that means I'm copying. There is a copy of the vocal right here, but I'm leaving this vocal dry without the reverb. Okay, there is no reverb right on this vocal, so you can see that I have routed this to this reverb, and you can see that this is my reverb, my settings, size here. What you need to make sure right here is so important is to put this knob to completely 0. You don't need the dry signals. Okay, we already have the dry signal right there, so you don't need again to have the dry signal right here. You don't want the dry signal to pass through. We just want the wet. Okay, so you got to put this weight on 100%. Why? Because what we want is only to have the signal that is processed by this reverb settings right here. So this dry, it means it's not processed, it's unprocessed, which we already have right from my original vocal. So this word, it means that it's a processed. So okay, so what we want here, ladies and gentlemen, is to make sure that we put it completely at the highest level, completely full, and this one it goes up to 125%. That's it, no problem. We a decay, a little bit of a decay, sorry, a little bit of a delay, and then a little bit of a decay right here. It's a very, very, very important setting. So right here, so you can see. So I have also added the EQ to the reverb. You know what this means? What this means is before the signal gets to the reverb, it has to be taken out some of the frequencies. We take out some of the frequencies. Remember, this is on the reverb track, so we are not doing this on the vocal. We are doing this on the copy of the vocal, on the copy of the original vocal. So on that copy of the original vocal, what we want is to take out some of the frequencies on that vocal that we have copied. Okay, and then that it goes also to a fruity reverb. The vocal that we copied from this goes into this what is this? This is EQ. Yeah, remember that this slots goes down. If you start with the plugin called EQ, then that means the plugin that is next, you are adding that plugin to the EQ. So this reverb is added to the vocal that has got the EQ taken out. Okay, so what I mean is that, let me just show you this. Okay, so what I mean is that the reverb will have to go to these frequencies. We are removing reverb on low frequencies. Okay, that's what we are doing right now. I think you understand. Okay, so you can see
kujele mwekuntu twawa kuno chimofye na malilo ho. Kujele mwekuntu twawa kuno chimofye na malilo. Hey, tuko selection ni walupwa pamona uvanesu mule tupempo hula kuno kuchifungo wambi lufyengo kujele wambi chishinkafye wambi watile mulandu mume waukumpula fye kujele mwe kujele mwekuntu twawa kuno ofye na malilo. Hey, tuko selection ni walupwa.
So this is exactly what is happening. So this trick, we're also doing it to a delay. So exactly what I've done, I have put this delay right here, and I can put the reverb on the delay. Okay, so that the delay has the reverb.
Kujele mwekuntu twawa kuno chimofye na malilo ho. Kujele mwekuntu twawa kuno chimofye na malilo. Hey, tuko selection ni walupwa pamona uvanesu mule tupempo hula kuno kuchifungo wambi lufyengo kujele wambi chishinkafye wambi watile mu.
All right, so those are the tricks that we do when it comes to putting some of the effects to mixing the vocals. Okay, since this is not really a tutorial, but I hope that you've learned something from here. Okay, so this is a song called Nangumunsule. This one is done by Young McB Tetson, so it's gonna be out anytime soon. Okay, so we'll make sure that it's completely done. And you know, the reason why I like this recording in FL Studio, where I have my instruments, is that I can easily add something. For example, let me just go here. You see what is happening from here. I'll show you what I mean. So let's say from here. So from here, okay?
Muntu akamangiwa sindiye kuta kwa umoyo azabwelanso aphunzilako ndiye sinto lake limene anakonza Yesu kuti asinte.
So you can see right from here that you can go to your instrumental and add something, or add something and remove something, so to say. Okay, so for example, I knew after I recorded this vocal, you can see I knew that I have to add a clap, okay, depending on how the vocal comes out. And that has tempted me, or prompted me to add this clap right here. So without the clap,
muntu akamangiwa sindiye kuta kwa umoyo azabwelanso aphunzilako ndiye sinto lake.
Okay, with the clap,
muntu akamangiwa sindiye kuta kwa umoyo azabwelanso aphunzilako ndiye sinto lake limene anakonza Yesu kuti asinte asateiye. Muntu akamangiwa sindiye kuta kwa umoyo azabwelanso aphunzilako ndiye sinto lake limene anakonza Yesu kuti asinte asateiye. Muntu akamangiwa sindiye kuta kwa umoyo azabwelanso aphunzilako ndiye sinto lake limene anakonza Yesu kuti asinte.
okay, so I'm playing around with this clap, okay? Okay, so what I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen, is it's so possible and easy to take out instruments, add instruments when it comes to mixing. So after the vocals have been laid, I'm able to say, okay, let me add the clap right here. There was no clap here before recording.
Muntu akamangiwa sindiye kuta kwa umoyo azabwelanso aphunzilako ndiye sinto lake limene anakonza Yesu kuti asinte asateiye. Muntu akamangiwa sindiye kuta kwa umoyo azabwelanso aphunzilako ndiye sinto lake limene anakonza Yesu kuti asinte asate iye. Muntu akamangiwa sindiye kuta kwa umoyo, azabwela nso aphunzilako. Ndiye sinto lake limene anakonza Yesu kuti asinte asate iye.
So you can see we don't need this. Okay, so what I'm trying to do right now is to make sure that the other one goes to the, at least goes to the left, the other one goes to the right. Okay, something like this.
Muntu akamangiwa sindiye kuta kwa umoyo, azabwela nso aphunzilako. Ndiye sinto lake limene anakonza Yesu kuti asinte asate iye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you are a bit inspired to record your vocals, make music in FL Studio, and this is completely fantastic. I enjoy it and I love it. So thank you so much for watching this video. Though it's a bit long, but I know there's something that you've gotten inspired, as well as learned something, some tips that you've gotten from this video. My name is Aaron from Aaroma Pixel Studio. I'm kindly asking you that you subscribe to this YouTube channel, Aaroma Pixel Studio, and make sure that you ring that bell button so that at the end of the day you don't miss anything that we upload on this channel. Okay, so thank you so much. Make sure that comment I want the preset for the vocal, my vocal chain. I'll give it to you for free. Thank you so much for watching this